Hey yo, what is going on guys, Cash and Clean here, and for today's video I just wanted to talk about Luxion since he's already here. I was thinking about putting this on my shorts page, so in the future I might just do Luxion and maybe the new allies that we get in the chaos chests in my shorts page, because it's a pretty short video, pretty simple, so there isn't really much to it, no tutorials, so I can probably leave all the tutorials and stuff for this channel, this page. But I haven't really talked about Luxion before, so I thought I might as well talk about it now. And if you're wondering why I have so many dragon coins, you can watch my box opening video for my Frosties, so that'll pretty much explain that. And basically I'm missing an item because I took the Luxion style stashes, which I usually do for every Luxion visit, but I think I got a decent amount already, so I probably don't really need those anymore. But yeah, just a short little video on this Luxion, if there's anything good for Flux, or if there's anything, you know, mastery wise that you want to get. So straight off the bat, they do have Metamatter, so I don't know, I'm sure maybe a lot of you guys are struggling with your Geode mastery, or if you're not, then that's totally good too. But having the extra Metamatter is actually going to be super good, because if you don't already know, like, obviously we have, you know, crystal gems, we have crystal gear, and if we look at our modules, they're all stellar. So if you see where I'm going at here, these are eventually going to be crystal. There's no way they're going to leave this at stellar. And I was actually going to make a future video about this because I saw the calendar for what they're going to release for Trove at the start of this year. So I was going to make a video on that for my next video, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about all of the updates that are going to go down for this year specifically, and my honest opinions about the current game situation and all that good stuff. But long story short, stay on the lookout for crystal gear for your modules. So more Geode mastery there. And apart from that, if you don't already have your dragon for Luxion, you can probably just get that as well. If you didn't know, Luxion comes every Friday, every other Friday I should say, because next Friday is going to be Corruxion, then the week after that is going to be Luxion. So you want to make sure you get these, want to get 100 souls total. And if you bought extras for whatever reason, you can just loot collect it for your dragon coins, so it's not going to be a complete waste. And while we're here, something I didn't mention, if you see something that's grayed out, or something like this where it just says you owned it or whatever, or another case where you buy something and then it just gets grayed out or it just stays owned like this, that means they're untradeable. So all the untradeable stuff you should definitely go for. And if you're not sure, you can just check your collections, just search for whatever it is that you need here. And yeah, if you have any more Luxion questions, just drop it down in the comments down below. I'll be sure to answer that for you. So starting things off with the first thing here, this banner. You can't really put this on the marketplace, but I'm pretty sure you can just trade it through trade chat, I think. Don't quote me on that. Pretty sure you can. I put it in the club chest, so you can probably just take it like that. But then again, it's like 2 mastery, so if you really want your 2 mastery points, you can go ahead and get it. I guess it is like part of the quote-unquote untradeable things, if you want to put it that way, but it's also not at the same time, so hopefully that makes sense. But either way, yeah, 2 mastery points, not super worth it. 25 dragon coins, kind of not worth, especially if you do need dragons. So if you're saving up, then don't really focus on that. You can get this some other time of the year, or whenever it comes back again at least. Now going over to the other mastery items here, these are optional things that you can get. So I know cotton candy gives you magic find, so if you want to get magic find, I think there's another ally that gives you more magic find, but I actually don't know why this is worth 180 dragon coins. Kind of expensive for an ally, but this used to be a very old ally. This came out like when I started playing the game back in 2016, somewhere around there, and I just remember this thing being super expensive when I joined on PC. So if you want to go for this ally, you can. I would just recommend buying it from the marketplace, especially like within the next few days of the time of me recording this video, because the prices are going to drop, and then once this goes away, the prices are going to go back up. So if you want to do that, you can buy the Bone Throne or the Arcanium Crawler here. You could get some of those and then just sell it later once Luxion's gone. The nice thing about this is that if you wait like a year or so and the item does not come back at all within that year, your item is going to go up in price so much that you'll make a lot of progress. So if you like collecting things and you like hoarding your materials, you can probably find an item like Bone Throne. Like before the cap was 50 mil for the marketplace, I think the cap was what, 25 mil? This used to be 25 mil, and there was like maybe 1 or 2 in the marketplace at the time. This was like last year, so I don't know about this year, but this thing was like insanely rare to get. No one had this, and I know like a lot of people were trying to get this mastery item, like it just didn't exist at all. And I've seen this come back in Luxion a couple times, so if you want to invest in it, you can. It doesn't really do any added benefits, just mastery, doesn't give you chaos cores or anything like that. But I would say if you want to make Flux from Luxion, it's a great way to make Flux. So you can get an item from here, from the marketplace, or if you have the dragon coins, you can just do that if you have some spare, and you can just get a couple, and then once Luxion is gone, you can just wait like, I would say half a year at least, or if you're like desperate to get the Flux, you can just sell it like, you know, a few days after Luxion leaves, or maybe a week I would say maybe about a month, but it is up to you entirely. I just kind of collect them and just never sell them. I like to just collect things and then just give them out to random people. So I don't know, that's just what I do. But yeah, anyway, I would prioritize things that you really need first. So Metamatter is good, the dragon is good, and then anything untradeable. And then apart from that, you can just go ahead, go wild, start making some Flux with Luxion, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, be on the lookout for this. I don't know if any of you noticed, but last year at some point when Luxion was here, there was an option to scroll down, and I don't know if like a lot of people noticed. I think this was like a one-time thing, but Luxion had like extra inventory, if that makes sense. So you could scroll down and there's like a hidden layer there. I haven't seen it yet apart from that one time last year. I don't know if like they meant to do that, but in case that happens, just be on the lookout. Sometimes that does happen. Go does mess up a lot because, you know, if we look at my chaos factor, I shouldn't be at 12 right now, but I am. I'm not going to talk about that. I didn't get that from spending money. I just got that from Go messing up. And if you don't know what chaos factor does, you basically just get chaos chests based on the number you have. So if I do one dungeon, I'll get one chaos chest. And I can do that up to 12 times, and then it goes up with patron. I don't have patron. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for today's video. If you have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments down below, though. I will be there answering every question or every comment you have. But on that note, thank you all so much for listening, viewing, watching, and subscribing, and I will talk to you all later.